holding tight to both her parents, because soon this little girl's dad will have to go. Men of fighting age aren't allowed to leave Ukraine, so he's taking his family to the border. This toddler doesn't understand he's already said goodbye to his father and now has a 12-mile walk ahead. Nothing is normal about this. No one wants to be here.
All of us are scared. I just wanted to live my life in Ukraine. I love Ukraine and I don't want to go to Poland.
This is an extraordinary scene of frustration and desperation. The temperature has plummeted to almost zero. Darkness is about to fall. What's going to happen tonight? Local volunteers have come to feed the hungry, try to give them the strength to go on.
It doesn't matter from where they come here. We are proud to help them because we decide to stay here. It makes me sad, it makes me cry, but I want to be strong.
I'm walking with my kids and my mum, this woman tells me. We had to leave Kiev because we were so scared. A fatherly gesture from a local official, because the journey ahead is frightening too. He's trying to find family space on passing buses. How long have you been travelling?
One day.
One day.
Oh, sorry.
There is room for them and the one suitcase that holds their past lives. Suddenly, we're on the move too. We've been travelling for about 15 hours today now, stuck in the queue. For about the last 10, but the officials have just come up to us and said that because we're press, we're allowed to bypass this queue and head to the border because we're going to report on their stories. They've asked us though if we could take a family along with us, so of course we've said yes. So we're heading up to the Polish border now and we're hoping to be there before too long. Their neighbourhood was hit by airstrikes. As they describe the hell they've left behind, we're about to enter a new one. Where are we? Is this it?
Oh my God.
It's 2 a.m. It's below freezing. There's no shelter. This border crossing for pedestrians and vehicles has become a holding camp. Ukraine can't cope with a humanitarian crisis and fight a war. They are utterly overwhelmed. Do you know what's happening over there?
He's asking like women with child to get to the, closer to him.
But in the chaos, this woman has been separated from her 4-year-old daughter and 6-year-old son. So where are your children now?
I have no idea. So they crossed this line and that's all. And it was 5 hours ago.
It's bewildering for the vulnerable. This 80-year-old woman is hoping her grandchildren from Poland will collect her. I've been here for so long, my feet have frozen, she tells me. I've lost consciousness twice. I hope they will finally come and pick me up. But there seems to be no one to help her cross the border. And off camera, an Egyptian man warns of another helpless group. Asian, African and Middle Eastern men aren't being allowed through as they prioritise women and children, he tells me. Some have been here for 2 days. He's convinced someone will freeze to death.
No, camera, go.
Okay. We have to move on, into passport control. Inside, people shuffle, half asleep. Children whimper, too exhausted to cry. There are just 2 border guards checking documents. Poland's people are waiting with open arms and hearts. Buses will take their neighbours to shelter and safety. But it's hard to look forward, not back. This woman wants her message to be heard.
Help, help, please help Ukraine.
you want the world to see?
I love Ukraine.
You didn't want to go. The first part of their journey is over, but thousands more are still waiting, following their path, torn from lives and livelihoods, because joining the exodus seems better than the alternative.
Such distressing stories, Tessa. You're now in Poland. What's happening where you are?
Hi, Sian. Well, I'm at this registration centre about 5 miles from the Korchova crossing that you saw in that report. This bus here, just leaving, has just brought the latest busload of people from the border. They'll come here, they can register, get some food and drink, shelter for a little bit before they decide what to do next. And then there are options either of buses to take them to other cities in Poland, or they can wait here for relatives to pick them up. Now, we're told this is their busiest day yet, after very busy days on Friday and Saturday too, but that could be a good thing. We're hearing reports that actually on the Ukrainian side of the border they are easing their restrictions on documents, so they're making it slightly quicker for people to pass through, so that could be a good thing. Hopefully the situation might start to ease.
You say that, Tessa, there are some options about where people might go. What have they told you about where they'd like to go? What do they want to do now?
Well, when we were travelling with the refugees, I have to say none of them were really truly contemplating their future. They were quite bluntly just thinking about survival in those harrowing conditions. But for example, the family who was on the bus with us were saying that they're going to plan to meet her mother in Germany. There was another lady that we spoke to on the border who's travelling up to the north of Poland, 500 miles away. She's going to meet her boyfriend, but really they're still thinking about Ukraine because she has her elderly parents back there who weren't able to join her. Her brother is still fighting. These people have been through a really traumatic experience and it's not over yet.
No, it isn't, is it? Tessa, for the moment, thanks very much.